Hello again. Greetings, friends and family, Facebook, YouTube. I just made my other video, but I wanted to make two so that it wasn't super long. This video is more about the feelings I've had in the last week or so since I've made my last video. I have been all over the place emotionally. That being said, I am far better than I was the previous couple of weeks. I am able to focus on work most of the time. I am able to get through things that have to get done. I'm in a decent mood most of the time. I'm able to enjoy myself with my students. I'm able to enjoy myself at lunch with my colleagues, enjoy myself with Alex. When I find that I have enjoyed myself for a while, I tend to get more quiet than usual, more introverted, so I'm more quickly drained than usual. And I have been a few times a little bit, as Alex puts it, a little vacant. Like I just sort of get to the point where I'm not really home anymore. And I think that just happens when I start to worry. When I worry and when I'm tired from extroverting, from lifing. So I'm trying to be mindful of that. There's definitely some conversations that I don't really remember over the last few weeks. There's some things people have told me that I really haven't listened to. But for the most part, I'm here and doing good. I'm back to playing the violin. I'm back to taking my violin lessons. Haven't been doing any other sort of hobbies like sketching, but that's okay. I sometimes feel like everything is fine. And that actually leads me to, let me start with a Converse story. So sometimes I feel like I'm in pain, like I'm physically in pain. I think that the lump is, at least the way that the doctor sort of suggested, was a possibility, like maybe it's sitting right next to a nerve or on a nerve. Maybe it got aggravated during the biopsy. They said sometimes people can feel it more after the biopsy than before. But the biopsy's been, 3 or 4 weeks now. And every time I take a deep breath, it feels like a pebble in my shoe or something. It's a little burny. It's a little aggravated. Definitely could be nerve pain. And there's some lymph node pain. Maybe it's lymph node pain. It's hard to really say what lymph node pain is. I know the ones under my arms get swollen really easily, like when I have vaccines and stuff. But this is more like up in this area. It's scary because it's like, well, yes, it's a small tumor, but maybe it's spreading. Maybe my lymph nodes are just fighting because they know something's wrong. My lymph nodes tend to go crazy no matter what happens to my system. So, it's probably nothing, but it's scary. It's scary to feel it all the time. It's scary to have the reminder all the time. When I walked Steven yesterday, I took him to the soccer game, which was a great game, by the way, but I took him to the soccer game, and when we walked uphill and my breath got a little bit deeper and it hurt more, it was just like that sent me into sort of a little kind of a mood. And then, so on the one hand, I'm constantly, with every breath, reminded that there's this thing in my breast that shouldn't be there and isn't good for my body. And on the other hand, I feel like an imposter. I feel like I'm not even a cancer patient. What have I done? I've gone to a couple doctor's appointments. I feel like I am not sort of worthy of the care that people are giving me because there's nothing wrong with me. It's very strange. Today I was made honorary captain of the football team. They won also. It was a great game. Um, and they honored me because it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and they made an announcement over the speakers, and they gave me pink flowers, and it was very special, and I appreciated it. And the boys were really like, hugging me and saying, "You've got this, and we love you, Dr. D," and all that. And it was special. It was great, but I was really nervous heading into it because I was like, I don't deserve that. Why am I like Miss Cancer? Like, other people have died from this. I'm not going to die from this. Other people have, been severely impacted for a long time from this. And I'm probably just going to have a tough winter. So it took me a little while to come to grips with the fact that, yes, I can be a spokesperson. Yes, I can be someone who says, hey, look, early detection is really important. I can be someone who helps other people. But I'm not sure I'm 100% there yet. I still do feel a little bit like an imposter, which is very strange because half of me feels like an imposter and half of me feels like, a reminder with every breath that there's this thing in me and it's bad. So yeah, so my mind is still, my emotions are still sort of, I'd say, tempered because I'm getting through it every day and I'm staying calm, but they're still strong at the same time. So I think my main point from today's video is that having a disease like cancer is a very big emotional burden. I still get kind of teary sometimes. That's okay. Another thing, by the way, that I think is hard for me is that seeing myself on these videos, seeing myself having gotten so teary in the first couple of videos, like, I'm kind of embarrassed. And I don't know why I'm embarrassed. I think that's another thing I'm just too hard on myself for. But it's like, well, why did I make such a show of it? It's not a big deal. And then I'm like, but it is. It is a big deal. So yeah, just finding a middle ground. Finding a middle ground has been slow for me. But hopefully I will. Yeah, that's where I'm at. It's difficult sometimes, but then other times I, enjoy the boys playing a game, or I have a laugh with Alex, or, whatever, life goes on. So mostly everything is okay. Mostly everything is good.